Imagine there are 24 hours in a day. How you utilize these 24 hours determines the quality of your life. In this vast universe, time is the only thing we can't negotiate with, borrow, or buy more of. It's the great leveler. No matter who you are, where you're from, or what you do, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. And it's what we do with those hours that makes all the difference. Think of time as a huge blank canvas. Every minute, every second is a stroke of paint, and you are the artist. What you do with your time will ultimately paint the picture of your life. But without a plan, without management, the canvas can quickly become a chaotic mess of colors, devoid of any clear form or purpose. Poor time management, then, is like painting blindfolded. You might occasionally land a stroke in the right place, but more often than not, you'll miss the mark. You'll end up with missed deadlines, unfulfilled tasks, and a constant feeling of being overwhelmed. Your personal and professional life suffers, and stress becomes a constant companion. But let's flip the script. Imagine you could take control of your time, painting the canvas of your life with intention and precision. That's where time management comes into play. It's not about squeezing more tasks into your day. It's about prioritizing and organizing your tasks to make the most out of every single minute. Time management is the art of planning and controlling how much time to spend on specific activities. It's about investing your time in tasks that move you closer to your goals and reducing the time spent on unproductive activities. It's about working smarter, not harder. With good time management, you can achieve more in less time. You reduce stress, increase productivity, and improve your overall quality of life. You become the master of your time and ultimately, the artist of your own life. Therefore, mastering time management becomes the key to unlocking a fulfilling and productive life. Setting goals is like setting a destination before embarking on a journey. You wouldn't set out on a road trip without knowing where you're going, would you? The same applies to your personal and professional life. Goals are your compass, guiding you towards your desired outcomes. But not just any goal will do. For maximum impact, your goals need to be SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break it down. Specific means your goal needs to be clear and well-defined. Instead of saying, "I want to grow my business," specify what growth looks like to you. Maybe it's, "I want to increase my client base by 25% in the next quarter." Measurable means you need to have a way to track your progress and know when you've reached your goal. If your goal is to increase your client base, how will you measure that? Perhaps by the number of new clients or the amount of new revenue. Achievable means your goal should stretch you, but still be within your reach. If you're just starting out, a goal of doubling your business in a month might not be realistic, but a 10% increase, that could be doable. Relevant means your goal should align with your other objectives and values. If you're aiming for work-life balance, a goal of working 70 hours a week to grow your business probably isn't relevant. Finally, time-bound means your goal should have a deadline. When do you want to achieve this goal? In a week, a month, a year? Deadlines create a sense of urgency and can spur you into action. So whether your goal is short-term, like finish the project proposal by Friday, or long-term, like become a market leader in 5 years, make it SMART. SMART goals offer a clear path towards achieving your objectives, keeping you focused and motivated along the way. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So set your SMART goals and start turning those wishes into reality. Not all tasks are created equal. Some tasks deserve more of your attention and time than others. When it comes to managing our time effectively, it's crucial to understand that not every task holds the same value. This is where prioritization comes into play, enabling us to sort through our to-dos and focus on what really matters. A common and effective technique for this is the Eisenhower Matrix, named after the 34th President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Picture a simple 4-quadrant box. The vertical axis represents urgency, and the horizontal axis represents importance. In the top left quadrant, we have tasks that are both urgent and important, things we must do immediately. The top right quadrant hosts tasks that are important but not urgent, tasks we should schedule for later. The bottom left quadrant houses the tasks that are urgent but not important, tasks we could delegate. The last quadrant, the bottom right, is for tasks that are neither urgent nor important, tasks we should consider eliminating. Now, after deciding what to do, let's talk about when to do it. This brings us to the concept of time blocking, a method where you allocate specific time slots in your day to work on particular tasks or groups of tasks. Time blocking is like making an appointment with yourself to get work done. Let's say you're working on a project. Instead of sporadically working on it throughout the day, you might block off 2 hours in the morning when you're most alert to focus solely on that project. During that time, all other distractions get put on hold. Remember, multitasking might feel productive, but in reality, it often leads to errors and half-finished tasks. By focusing on one task at a time within designated blocks, you can improve your efficiency and the quality of your work. By prioritizing and blocking your time, you can ensure that your efforts are directed towards the most meaningful tasks. This way, you're not just busy, but productive. You're not just doing things right, but doing the right things. That's the power of prioritization and time blocking. Time is a non-renewable resource. Once lost, it can never be regained. Now let's talk about those pesky time wasters that seem to eat up our days without us even realizing it. You know the ones I'm talking about? Scrolling through social media, endless meetings that could have been an email, even excessive perfectionism can be a time waster. So what can we do about them? Well, first off, recognize them for what they are, distractions, and then develop strategies to reduce or eliminate them. For example, set specific times for checking social media or limit meetings to only those that are absolutely necessary. If perfectionism is your time thief, try to embrace the concept of good enough. Remember, it's about working smarter, not harder. And the key to that? Minimizing the time spent on non-essential activities. So let's be more mindful of where our time goes. Remember, every moment spent on a time waster is a moment lost on achieving your goals. Planning your tasks is like drafting a blueprint for a building. Without it, your efforts may crumble like a house of cards. So where do we start? Simple, with tools that are at your fingertips. To-do lists, calendars, and productivity apps, these are the architect's tools of time management. They help us structure our days, weeks, even months in advance, giving us a clear view of our tasks and deadlines. Just like a builder wouldn't start constructing without a blueprint, you shouldn't dive into your day without a plan. To-do lists help us break down our goals into manageable tasks, while calendars give us a bird's-eye view of our time. Productivity apps, on the other hand, combine these features and add a layer of automation to make the process even smoother. But what's the benefit of planning tasks ahead of time? Well, it's like having a roadmap. It directs your efforts and prevents you from getting lost in the labyrinth of tasks. It helps you stay focused, reduces stress, and increases productivity. Now let's not forget the other key player in this game: energy. Just as a car runs on fuel, your productivity runs on energy. Recognizing your peak productivity times and planning your tasks accordingly can make a world of difference. Are you a morning lark or a night owl? Schedule your most important tasks during your peak times. And remember, even the most powerful engines need to cool down. Breaks and rest are essential for maintaining your energy levels. They're not a waste of time, but a smart investment in your productivity. Take short breaks between tasks, and don't forget to rest at the end of the day. To wrap up, effective planning is your blueprint, and energy is your fuel. Use your tools, plan your tasks, recognize your peak productivity times, and don't forget to rest. With these strategies, not only will you manage your time better, but you'll also increase your productivity and reduce stress. With effective planning and energy management, you can become the master of your time. In conclusion, time management is a vital skill for anyone looking to lead a productive and fulfilled life. We've explored the significance of setting smart goals, the art of prioritization, and the power of time blocking. We've also learned how to identify and eliminate common time wasters, and the importance of effective planning and managing energy levels. Each of these elements plays a crucial role in mastering the game of time. They empower us to take control of our hours, our days, and ultimately, our lives. So, I encourage you, don't just listen to these strategies. Implement them. Make them a part of your daily routine. The journey to effective time management starts with a single step, and that step can be taken right now. Start today, and remember, the future is shaped by what you do today, not tomorrow. You have the power to make every second count. So go forth and conquer time, because time, well spent, is life well lived.